Hello and happy middle of the week. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's tip of the day. It is Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, and our tip today comes from David Ball on Damages. Here to read the tip is David himself. Welcome.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for doing this series, and thanks for having me. They're fun to do. This one says, and boy, this one's true. You cannot make good jury selection decisions based on one-word answers. That's why closed-ended, voir dire questions are amateurishly inept.
Yeah, absolutely. We want conversations. Now, what do you do when the judge requires, some judges do, for you to ask a question of the entire panel, and then you can only follow up if someone raises their hand?
Well, you try to ask the questions in ways that will elicit people raising their hands. So don't ask a question that says, no one here is against fair amounts of money for non-economic damages, right? Because nobody's going to raise their hands. No one here is going to be unfair. Is there anybody here who can't be unfair? Don't ask questions like jurors don't want to, I can't be fair. I can't be fair. Rather, figure out ways that you can get at the information you want, get them to say yes or no to something. Who here has ever felt that they got a raw deal or somebody they know got a raw deal when they went to trial? Because if somebody fills that, their hand's going to go up. And now you follow up. And then you get into, and it's described in the book, the standard, wonderful, all-purpose follow-up question. Because you want to let them select the topic that's important to them. So you don't say, well, did that make you do X? Instead, you just say, talk to me about that. Tell me about that. And now you're off and running. That, if the judge is giving you 8 minutes to do 60 jurors, obviously none of this is useful. But for the average voir dire, yes, this is important stuff. And the problem is, one-word answers can badly mislead you. No matter what they are, you need to follow up as much as possible. Some consultants will tell you don't really learn anything useful until the second follow-up question. And sadly, that's true to a great extent. But you have to work with one-word things are not really useful.
And I think that's true whether you are of the school of challenging for cause, deselecting the jury, or if you're of the school of creating a tribe. And I think you can do both those things. I like to try to normalize. I want people talking about that. So I'll say something like, there's some people who believe there should not be a verdict for pain and suffering, that people should not be given money for pain and suffering. And there's other people who think that that's okay. Where do you fall on that? Who here feels like it's, yeah.
I like to add in there, which you're a little closer to, even by a little, but you still that's still a one-word answer. I'm closer to this, I'm closer to that, this or that. Tell me about that.
Yeah. I was thinking, if you're asking the whole panel, but you're right. If I'm talking to one person, I just say, how do you feel about that?
Well, you start by asking, how many of you are closer to this opinion? How many of you are closer to that opinion or feeling or thought or whatever? And then if you have time, you want to follow up with everybody, no matter their answer. If your time is short, you just follow up with the people who provide the negative answer, the answer that's not helpful to your client's cause. And at least have the ability, if somebody, your legal stance should be, if somebody gives you an answer that, if true and if deeply felt, means they are not qualified to serve, they should be stricken for cause, the judge is almost forced to allow you time to talk with them. And a great time saver, by the way, is once a juror has said something that will get them gone for cause, rather than go through the whole, who else here feels the way Mr. Smith does? And now the judge, when hands go up, the judge has either got to let you question those jurors, or you've got a probably strong error in the record. because you had indication that this juror would not be qualified and the judge wouldn't let you follow it up, and you were forced to use peremptories. Now, make sure you use all your peremptories, or in most states you can't appeal on basis.
Good. Good advice. As always, thank you very much for being here and sharing your wisdom with us today.
Thank you so much. Have a happy Wednesday the 10th.
Let's take a deep breath together and just be grateful to be alive this Wednesday. May the work we do today help to reduce suffering in the world. May it help repair the world. May our work show that law can be a unifying and guiding force for good in this world. May we fiercely and compassionately champion our clients' causes. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. Let this sound take you to a sacred place, whether that be a place of meditation, of prayer, or just let the sounds wash over you and remind you, it's Wednesday, wake up, go out, do good things, and have fun while you're doing it.